This podcast is brought to you by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure. AT&T, America's most reliable 5G network.
You're listening to Podcasting by the Numbers, your daily source for facts and stats from the podcasting industry. Each episode will provide you 4 key insights and indicators that will help maneuver you through the ever-changing podcasting landscape.
It's Monday, August 22nd. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Gary Spurgeon, broadcasting from Studio Podcast Suites in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm here today with your daily dose of podcast stats, tips, insights, and some numbers to help you better understand what's happening in the world of podcasting. First up, an insight. The Podcast Business Journal announces a 10-week virtual session called Making Real Money Podcasting, the series. The Podcast Business Journal editor Ed Ryan will host this informative weekly event featuring the top podcasters and companies in the business of making money in the world of podcasting. As podcasting continues to grow and thrive, this is an opportunity to learn how to make real money with your podcast from top experts who will share strategies any podcaster can implement. Kicking off the series on Thursday, September 1st at noon is Supercast CEO Jason Su Hoy. Supercast, a podcast subscription platform, has powered millions in revenues for some of the most monetized podcasts in the world. The top 10 Supercast creators gross over $13 million in annual subscription revenue. The first 3 sessions of this exclusive event are free. All you have to do is register online for access. The cost of the remaining 7 sessions is just $39. All 10 sessions will be uploaded as a podcast to paid subscribers at the end of the series. There's a direct link in the podcast description to the registration page. Next up is the number 5. If you're a business owner, you have to listen this week. We're kicking off this week with key tips on why you should start a podcast for your business. Each day this week for the next 5 days, we'll give you an important insight on why it's important for your business to start a podcast. Starting a podcast for your business is the perfect tool to share your message, inspire others, and promote your services. Adding a podcast to your marketing arsenal opens up a whole new way for you to drive engagement to your business. Kicking things off, by starting a podcast for your business, it can make you a leading authority in your area of expertise. With a business podcast, you can cover a wide range of topics and information about your business. Allowing you to go deep into the field means you can position your business, your brand, and yourself as the expert in your respective business category. Plus, having real conversations with employees or business leaders has a way of sticking with us, something no other medium can do. Our next number is $10 million. Oprah Winfrey's podcast network looks for a new deal depending on the partner and might involve Winfrey recording new episodes of her Super Soul podcast or other programming. According to Bloomberg News, her network's current agreement with SiriusXM, which it obtained through its Stitcher acquisition, concludes at the end of the year. Famed interviewer and television star Oprah Winfrey is soliciting offers to take her podcast business to potential new partners that could garner over $10 million for a multi-year deal. Winfrey's team is talking to multiple companies. Ultimately, the deal amount might come down to whether Winfrey is open to recording new episodes as well as potentially voicing ads. Our last number is 8 to 14 days. That's the average days that the average podcaster publishes an episode according to Buzzsprout. The most common podcast publishing frequency is every 8 to 14 days, which represents 39% of all podcasters. 36% of podcasts are published every 3 to 7 days, and 17% of us publish between 15 and 19 days. And only 7% of podcasters add a new podcast every 1 to 2 days. Those are your numbers for Monday, August 22nd. I'm Gary Spurgeon, and I'll be back tomorrow with more Podcasting by the Numbers. Please share this podcast with everyone you know. You can hear us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and all major podcast directories. And remember, you're only one podcast away from changing your world. Make it a great day.